So hi everybody. So my name is Bura Barunlo and I visited Enugu from Nsukka. Nsukka is in Enugu State, but there's an hour difference,
Yeah.
and sometimes I'm too lazy to make that 1 hour trip. But hey, I came around and here is Chidera, your favorite and the owner of this space. And
Yeah.
please let's give her a round of applause.
All right, you guys. I know that you'll be wondering what's going on here. Why is this guy talking and taking over our page? But this is my very good friend Bura, and then, like you said, he came into Enugu. See, I have been wanting to see this Baba for like how many months? I've been here a while, and he has refused to visit. But thank God he's here now.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
So we're talking about today. We're going to talk about her move from
Yeah.
Lagos to Enugu State.
Oh, yeah.
How you made a promise that you didn't want to mention the names of the states.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
eventually, so we're supposed to have like a drum roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. You heard it from Bura. I moved from Lagos to Enugu. My God, it's such a difficult thing to move from a very fast-paced city to civil service.
No, we don't say that because we have Okpa here.
Okay.
So any state that has Okpa,
Mm.
it's not so much of a terribly
No, yeah,
bad pace.
I agree with you.
But how was it like making the decision? Because let's start with the decision.
Mhm.
Decision to move.
Mhm.
When the idea came up about moving,
Yeah.
how did you feel? Because I mean, you grew up in Lagos, you knew the streets of Lagos, you knew the language of Lagos,
Yeah.
and from where I am coming from, sometimes when you mention that you grew up in Lagos, people see you as wild compared to somebody who grew up in a conservative place. So
Yeah.
when the idea came for you to move, what was it like for you?
It was a tough decision. I would not lie. Okay, so you guys, I will not be telling you why I moved on this particular video. I would, talk about it in a different video. It will be very lengthy. So I'll say that it was a difficult situation, but I had to move, and it is what it is. I moved. Ambura,
But when the
trust me.
idea came, how was it?
It came.
Did you sleep over it? Did you have to think over and over again? Did you write out things? Am I really moving? Why should I move? Was I going to miss cold stone? But now there's cold stone in Enugu.
Yes.
We're not supposed to be mentioning all of those brand names. You guys will not, except you want to sponsor us.
Okay, but yeah, I wouldn't say I thought about it much because it was inevitable. Like I didn't have any option. So I knew I had to do this move. And trust me, bro, I came with all the gra that Lagos has. I came with all of the vibe of Lagos to Enugu.
Imagine
I was disappointed, you guys. I will get to the bus stop and it's only me that is dragging bus with myself, and Enugu is so peaceful.
Imagine.
They disappointed me.
That was like a reflex action.
Yeah. I'll tell you a story. I have this friend also who moved from Lagos to Abuja. And then, because, Lagos traffic, getting to work early, we leave our houses at 4, 5 sometimes, And then he will notice that he will get to the bus stop in Abuja and nobody's dragging bus. And, only he will be running after bus. And
it's a mental issue.
I am telling you. So that happened to me. And one thing I would say about this place is that Enugu is very, very, very peaceful. Notice that there's emphasis on very, very, peaceful, you guys. Awesome. Very peaceful. So I would say that moving here, oh God, I've enjoyed so much peace. There is no traffic situation. Even if there is, you're sure that it clears up within an hour or two. For Lagos, my brother,
it was like a journey of a
wow. Yeah. You can spend the whole day in traffic in Lagos. Little wonder how people in Lagos are turned crazy because those guys are
so now you eventually moved.
Yeah.
So how was the moving? The process of the moving? You packed your things and you were prepared to reside here and make something out of this space.
Yeah.
So what did you think you need to make something out of your stay in Enugu? What were the items? Your mind, your peace, your Bible? Did you bring your Bible?
I brought my Bible. I brought everything necessary to, because this is like a move. It's not like I was visiting Enugu and then I'll go back to Lagos. No, you guys, I am moving. I moved with everything, my clothes.
Of course.
And all the rest of the things. My whole box came to Enugu and a lot of other stuff. But I moved with my essentials basically. So yeah, that's it.
So yeah, but I was asking like, was there any special thing like the anxiety
Mhm.
of Enugu? Would it be welcoming enough?
Yeah.
Did you think you were ready for this place?
No, I didn't think so because growing up in Lagos, I felt Lagos was it for me.
Okay.
I didn't envisage that at some point,
You will eventually.
I will eventually come back here.
Right.
I schooled here in Enugu, but was just school.
Yeah.
I would come spend 3 months, 6 months, and then I'm rushing.
Back.
The moment there's a break, I'm
And you
rushing
run.
back here.
Yeah.
So I never envisaged that I would spend a
That
year
long time.
here.
Yeah.
So it came as a shock. But I would say that this 1 year.
Were there people that enabled that shock to go away? Were there circumstances? Were there things that enabled that shock to go away?
Yeah, I would say yes. That I moved into Enugu and I experienced the peace I talked about.
Yeah.
Is one thing that has
Was the
helped
peace
me.
human bound?
Yeah.
Or was it just peace in the air?
Okay, peace in the air as well as human bound because Enugu people are actually welcoming.
Okay.
They are very welcoming. You come to an environment where I'll give you an example. I came into a bus and somebody says good morning.
Like
in,
great, like
in Lagos,
it's like
if
Lagos.
you-
Who cares?
Oh my
Who
God! If you
wants
say
it?
good morning to me in a bus in Lagos, I'm already on the edge. I'm like, okay, so what
does he want to use my destiny to make money?
Oh my gosh, so I'm like, okay, what does he want now? Does he want me to pay for his bus fare?
Yeah.
You're on the edge. But everyone comes into the bus and like, oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. So the people are very nice, peaceful, welcoming. So the environment, the people.
So the environment kept you at peace.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I don't know about the tools of moving,
Okay.
but moving from a fast-paced community like Lagos, I want to use community. So Enugu, that's not so much of a fast pace, but it's an amazing place.
Yeah.
Were there expectations? What were you expecting? Because eventually you fit in, but did it meet your expectation? Are you still going to be better? Were you able to keep in touch with Lagos?
Yeah.
How were you able to cope?
I would say that I am still on it. I wouldn't say I have
You've
gotten.
arrived.
Yes, you have gotten there yet. But I wouldn't say that Enugu is such a terrible place. I would say that I'm adjusting from coming from a fast-paced environment, like you mentioned, to a not so fast-paced
What about your
environment.
patience level?
Oh God. See, the truth is, you guys, if I go back to Lagos, I don't think I'll be able to cope. I am on that level where I have become very peaceful, gentle, calm. I'm trying to open the door and I'm taking it easy. I'm not in a rush to get to the bus stop.
Yeah.
So all of that has changed now. And all thanks to Enugu.
Right.
And then the Burasi, let me tell you the truth, the road networks here are just it.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
So,
that's why we don't have traffic.
Somebody in Lagos is going to point a finger at you and say,
Yeah.
the governor actually is going to point a finger and say, this girl
Oh
wants to spoil my market.
no, you guys, Lagos, there's no basis for comparison.
Yeah, sure.
They are two different unique states.
spaces.
Yeah. You can't compare the landmass. Is different.
Yeah.
You have a lot of people in Lagos, so all these things that I have mentioned that look like a problem
Yeah.
are the things I actually enjoyed in Lagos. The
Yeah.
hustle and the bustle.
Yeah, they made you.
But now that we are here, a lot of things you're adjusting to a new environment and you're getting to pick the uniqueness of this new environment and you're trying to, the whole essence of this video is not to bring any state
Comparison,
down.
yeah.
It's just to, an eye opener to someone who might be trying to move here.
So when you came in
Mm-hmm.
to Enugu, were there first attractions like eatery, sports and relaxation places that you think were going to fill the void that Lagos was taking away from you?
Yes.
You may not have to mention them.
Oh yeah, no. I'll try not to mention them, but I'll start by saying Mama Nkechi Abacha Sport. Oh my God.
Okay, so you can't come to Enugu without tasting the uniqueness of the abacha.
Oh my
Uba,
God.
Everything.
You guys.
So
the food here. Okay, let me put it out there. I am a foodie. Me, I like food.
She likes food,
My
and she
dear.
came to a city that has food, a variety of food.
Yeah,
Right.
The food here is good. So I would not to mention names, but Mama Nkechi Abacha Sport. I don't know if there's any Mama Nkechi, but Sha Abacha Sports around Sha. They are the bomb. And then there are fun places you can visit here in Enugu.
Now, but let's go a bit more more formal.
Okay.
Informal in the sense that you're Igbo
Okay.
and you're in Lagos
Mhm.
and you're far from your roots.
Mhm.
How has coming to Enugu enabled you to know your roots proper?
Okay. Before now, I would say that my language, I would speak Igbo once in a while because a few people. Lagos is multicultural, but when you come out, everybody's speaking English because that's what connects us. But since I moved here, I had to speak because Igbo seems to be like what is rampant here, even though there are people from different communities here, but we have a lot of Igbo people here still. It has availed me the opportunity to speak my language some more. Yes, so you guys, the next video will be done in Igbo. Okay, so I speak Igbo better now, and I'm in touch with my roots, like you said.
Yeah.
Some of the food that I would not have tasted if I had not come here. Achicha,
Yeah.
fio.
Ayaraya.
Oh my
Ayaraya.
God, my Nsuka roots are calling. Nsuka is calling me. Araraji, Arara Oka. A lot of all those things that has somewhat brought me closer to my roots, and I am grateful. This move was good for me, even though I'm still trying to
So,
relax.
for people who may not want to move, who may want to visit and stay for a while, what are the highlights? What are the top things you think they would really find interesting if they visit? Maybe for a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're I don't know, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
If you're someone who likes fast foods and the rest of them, there's a variety of them
Fast
here.
food,
Yeah, so you can jump from one fast food to the other, testing different kinds of meal from continental.
What about
to
relaxation centers?
Of course,
What
they
about
have. There are a lot of them in the city.
And they should know that there is also the Enugu Museum that is rich, and then there's also the National Archive in Enugu. So you can always visit. There are hills, lots of hills.
A lot of them. Okay, so I promised I was going to come on them with some videos. I'm going to do a proper vlog on visiting some of these places and documenting them, so that in case they want to visit some relaxation centers or tourist centers here in Enugu, they will have a glimpse of what to expect. So I'll do that sometime soon.
All right. So I'm sure there are lots of things that you have to learn about Enugu here and move. People don't really talk about interstate moves in Nigeria, but there are difficulties. Just because you're in one part of Nigeria doesn't mean that you can cope in every other part of Nigeria. Yeah. And she successfully made a move, and there are tips that I'm sure she hasn't mentioned yet. How she copes, how she. Of course, in Lagos you wake up at 4 a.m. Here you can sleep till 10.
Yes.
Have you noticed that sometimes you go to the shops and these shops are not open till like 9 o'clock, and you begin to be agitated? Like, are they not serious with business? But the pace is different.
Yeah, this, like I said in the beginning, these people are peaceful. They take their time. They take things easy. There is no rush here. Trust me, there's no rush here. People are very,
Can you buy something from someone and say, I'll pay you later?
Of course.
And they were like,
of course.
yes, I know, you pay me later.
So long as they know your face. So why you come back at your time and then pay them. And I would say that, like I mentioned, the road network is good here. So in case you're trying to move and you're saying, what are the roads like? How do I navigate around? How will my car go and spoil? Enugu is a village. People are saying,
and there are taxi hailing services here too.
Very nice services around. So I'm saying the accommodation as well is
very affordable.
Boy, quite
and
affordable.
Spacious.
Yeah.
Unlike some places.
Please don't mention names. So accommodation here is relatively on the low, but I'll say that because different neighborhoods and different prices. Just like when you want to stay in Banana Island in Lagos, you don't expect
the price of the Lekki and
yes. So I think that applies here. It's either the accommodation is relative to the what am I saying? The price is relative to the area you choose to stay. And electricity here.
It's
amazing.
Oh
my God.
So don't bring your electricity when you're moving from any other place to Enugu. Don't worry, we have amazing electricity.
I would say I don't like to make conclusive statements because I'm talking from my own from my experience and from what I've heard from a few friends that stay here within Bura. Location you are at determines what kind of what sort of parts of life. I think it happens everywhere in the country. Some parts of the state has lights, the other does not have. But when you're looking at it critically, on the average, I think the electricity here is
great.
good. Yeah.
So we're going to talk to you more about Enugu in
Yeah.
subsequent videos.
Yeah.
We don't want you to hear everything right now. She's going to express herself. She's going to tell you how she finds the water. Is the water great enough? If she got the best salon for her hair, the medical, if she's getting best medical services for herself at budget rates too,
Yeah.
and then other things.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of things to find out, which I think we already exceeded 15 minutes. So we don't want this to be longer than this. But thank you so much for spending time. I think she's going to say the last words. Then we'll be looking forward to having you next time. Right?
Oh yes, oh yes. I think I had fun filming with Bura. He has also been in Enugu for a while, and having to share experiences and get to you guys with it is like one of the best things. I promise to come back with more details, and you guys can leave your questions about Enugu if you're trying to move and you have a few questions and you think I've not touched some of the things you want to know. You can let me know in the comment section, and I'll be back at you with some answers. So it's been wonderful talking to you all today. I hope to come again next time, and it's me, your favorite black girl, Chidera. See you.
So I want to be black because she makes black amazing.